Shut your door, please.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawnyScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawnyScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawnyScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Shawn. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Yep, tap, 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 and more tapping, and then do some more tapping. Monday morning, we done made it to another Monday. Jay Black. Whoa, Jay Black, what was that?
Oh, Jay Black.
That was my Ric Flair wrestling.
No, but you got distortion going on your microphone, homie. You got you hot. You coming in hot.
Really? Distortion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Total distortion.
It wasn't just the appliance.
Oh no, it's still it's making a noise going.
Your microphone is shaky boots right now.
Yeah, man. That's what happens. He just that whole week of celebrating with wifey. He don't know how to work nothing. He's still in love mode. He's still in the love boat.
The love.
Them cats was having photo shoots. I was jealous. I was like, man, F happiness.
I get excited when he posts like mushy pictures.
No, I was hating, Mo. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, F them. F all you happy couples. Oh, wow. It came back.
I'm back. I'm good.
No.
You better go right back to mute. You better DJ mute yourself. Well, I guess we'll have to start with Mo's weekend. And how was your weekend, Mo? You seem to have had an interesting weekend.
I had a very, very long week. Of course, the Philadelphia Philly was painted with blue and white from July 18th to the 24th. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, we had our International Boule, which is our national convention. It was exciting. It was exciting. We held elections. Of course, I told you my soror or my past international grand was Cheryl Underwood, and she ran again. She did not win. We elected a new international grand basilisk, somebody who I love dearly, and I think she's good for the sisterhood. But we had Mary J. Blige.
I heard
A full concert
with How was she? How was Mary? Did she hit her notes? So, she's notorious for.
I'm an honest person.
We love you, Mary.
Well, the sound in the convention center wasn't the best.
Oh, okay.
So, the echoey sometimes, but she sang, but a lot, like a lot of performers, they'll sing a note and then let you hit the second chorus. Then they'll say a couple of words, and they'll let you sing the second chorus. It's a
R.
lot of
Kelly
that
was
going
notorious. R. Kelly was notorious for that. Yeah, I saw him in
on.
concert by mistake once. I don't know how I got to the concert. He really, you did more singing than R. Kelly did,
But
and
she
he would
looked
just.
amazing.
Oh, but that, hey, clap it up because at
She
the end
looked
of the day,
amazing.
it's all about how you look. It's not how about how you.
Mary is in her 50s and her stomach is tight. She had her stomach out.
Nice.
She had the
Okay,
legs. She had the legs
Mary.
for days. Yeah, but she looked amazing. She looked amazing. She looked really happy.
Uh-huh.
She was really inspirational because she was singing to a room of majority women.
Oh,
Of course, there
okay.
were some guys, men there or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was an amazing night. Then we had inspirational. We ended our conference with an inspirational praise breakfast with
Oh.
Jacqueline Carr and Hezekiah Walker.
Wow.
Um,
So you had to get all that ratchetness off you on Sunday. You had
Listen, I needed a sprinkle of Jesus. I
you
needed a
needed
sprinkle of Jesus.
Jesus to take away all the festivities that have been going down. And there was a lot of reminiscing going on in that joint.
Yes, it was definitely some reminiscing going on, and not just
Yeah.
Mary. But it was amazing. All week from 8:30, maybe like until late night. We had meetings after meetings. We definitely got business done for Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So I'm happy. I'm excited for what's to come, and yeah,
Why
I'm
ain't you
back.
run?
See, my
Why ain't
voice
you
is a
run?
little.
Why ain't you run for the
Well,
position that
I'm a
was
vice
opening?
president on a local level. So we have local level, we got regional level, and then we have
Uh,
international level. And
uh,
so, leadership comes in different forms, and I am not ready to try to vie for an international seat. But we produce leaders. I came from HBCU. Shout out to Cheney University, and we are known for producing leaders. So, it's
okay.
just my future.
I'm still. That had to be a shot. If that was in Vegas, that would have been an upset that Cheryl Underwood lost. Like if that.
So we were in Vegas. We were
Oh,
in
you
Vegas.
were in Vegas.
No. We have been in Vegas because our conference is held in different cities and
Oh,
states.
But I'm saying
Through the
if you
conference.
could gamble on it, if you I would assume if like Las Vegas had a line on the game, that
Uh-huh.
she would have been the favorite, being
Well,
with her
the
status.
irony is when she won, when she was president, she did win in Vegas.
So she
That's where
was
she won
president
her.
before.
Yes, she was.
Oh, so you can repeat, you can go back and do it again.
Oh,
Yes.
you can
Yes.
trump it.
Yes.
Uh,
Yep.
but how, is there a limit on the terms that you can do at a time?
So
Are
there's a
you?
limit on the consecutive terms that you can do. It's in the bylaws. Not to bore you or whatever, but yeah, there's a limit. But you
Ah,
can always come back and run again, which is a lot of times it's
uh,
unheard of, especially in this day and time. Being an international president is a lot of work.
oh.
And normally you do your term and you gracefully allow someone else to have the seat.
Yeah, I'm surprised Cheryl wanted to do it again. She got the TV show, then she does a radio show for
Yeah.
certain markets. So and then she does the comedy. So yeah, you probably, girl,
Yeah.
you ain't really want that. You ain't what you really want. You just wanted the title.
I mean, at the end of the day,
That's
I
a
mean,
lot
well,
of
it's an
work.
even exchange. She brought a lot of celebrity, a lot of
Right.
partnerships and stuff to the sorority. And so that, like with any organization you join, if you bring your time, your talents, and it's no different for someone with celebrity status. We did induct two honorary members. One is Dawn Lewis. Y'all know the actress.
Oh, Dawn
No,
Lewis.
wait, no, it's different strokes, not different
Yes,
strokes, different world.
the doctor now, Dr. Dawn Lewis. And so
She
we
was the one that
inducted
was
her.
dating Sinbad, right? She was dating Sinbad.
Yeah, at one point she was. Yeah, I
Yeah, at
think
one
so.
point she
I
was.
remember a
Yeah.
different world. Okay.
And
And
who
then
else?
it's a different world. She was on there.
And who else? Who you said you
And then
had two?
the second one is the first prime minister of Ghana. We actually
Ooh.
inducted his daughter.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
Oh, you inducted a prime minister. Ain't that
Prime
about
minister's
bougie?
daughter.
Oh man, a prime minister's
Yeah.
daughter, and shoot, damn. Okay, all right.
So it's
Well,
exciting. I mean, we recently had some charters and some recharters of chapters, and one happened to be in Ghana. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Giving back to the community, being international. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. We're always making big moves.
Oh, thank you, Stacey Mitchell, and you helped me
Good
get.
morning,
You helped me get through the week. I saw your little trip to the beach. You and your girls went to the beach and y'all was listening to house
She
music.
had another girls trip and out in them streets. You know what, Lady Q did say? Look at State. She did show me something. She was on some island or something.
There's nothing wrong with women being out here in the streets with other girls having good fun, good wholesome fun. J Black.
DJing, the girl was DJing, the women was doing boom, 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 boom. I was like, all right, Stacey Mitchell, I was following you. I said I was following you.
So good morning, Stacy, Diane, Kathy Black. I saw you, Kathy, Day One Black. Adrian, what up? Nikki White Chocolate. I saw everybody so far this morning. Yeah, we back on Facebook too, by the way, Mike.
Good. We're back on Facebook. We're out of Facebook jail. So Jay, I mean,
she went by herself.
There was a lot. She said she went by herself.
Yeah, she stayed by herself. She went to a concert by herself. She go to shows by herself. Stacey, she's a whole mood. She's a whole.
Stacey, I'm about to give you my number, Stacey, because I got a lot of free time. Miss Mitchell. So if you want to hang out, let me know.
You can hang out.
Oh yes, I can hang out. Oh yes, I can.
That doesn't even sound good.
Yeah, I'll give y'all an update later. Jay Black.
Yes, sir.
You had the longest photo shoot ever.
I
was really photoing it up. I was like, look at this happy ass couple. Look at this. It was picture after picture. I said, not another J Black alert.
No.
For somebody who doesn't like mushiness,
I don't like
it.
But you know, I said, all right, I'll go along with matching shirts and doing this and doing that, and she wanted to do this and do that.
What? Every picture.
She has some type of matching shirt, man. Yeah. She even look. I got one in the back. Husband established since 2014 behind me, and she got the one that says wife. Like 20. Yeah, she had all type of stuff. But
every picture, I wanted to read what was on the shirt. I'd have to make it big. I said, "What's this one say?" Because I didn't have my glasses on. I said, "These cats done had a wardrobe photo shoot for Woke Up Inspired. Like they did everything."
She wanted like couples matching shirts. She had me walking around, and the Martin and Gina one had white people stopping me. I love Martin and Gina. I said, I didn't think they watch Martin and Gina like that. Gina, and they started quoting lines from different episodes. I was like, okay, awkward, but okay. Right, all right, white folk. Right.
The like crazy thing is that Martin and Gina actually broke up at the end of the show and ruined the show.
No, not on the show. That was like in real life.
In real life, they ruined the show.
That was Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell.
No, because they actually messed around in real life.
I'm saying, but on the Martin show, Martin and Gina,
they broke up.
On the actual show, on the last episode.
Yeah, she was going. Yeah, she had to leave. She took a job somewhere and out the city, in another city or something like that. Well, I never understood why they just didn't have Pam and Martin start a relationship.
No, BDB, no.
They would have lasted 4 more seasons. That would have been hilarious.
Never know.
Nah, Pam couldn't hold it.
Let me tell you how hilarious that would have been if they found out that she was cheating on Gina with Pam this whole time. That would be crazy.
You know what?
That would have.
It's a comedy. That
would have been crazy.
Drama.
That's drama.
That is beautiful drama. Can you imagine Gina and Pam getting into it over that?
No, I cannot.
This whole time. What up, Shawn Robinson?
The whole time.
No, I cannot.
Wait a minute. They didn't break up on the show. They were moving to another city. So I didn't think Martin and Gina.
They did break up on the show, but then they got back together again.
Well, they broke up several times. Yeah. You know, Gina. That was since season 1. They break up, get back together.
Get the step in. No, Gina, no.
But it's still funny that the shirt says that Gina and Martin love, and them cats didn't love each other at all.
They did love each other.
Shout out to Lady Q for making y'all matching shirts and doing the couple thing. I love to see couples wear like the matching shirts and I'm his, I'm hers.
Man. Fuck love.
I belong to her.
Mike said, wait.
Fuck love.
You sound like somebody on Valentine's Day that's single. What the world's wrong with you?
Yeah, who messed
I
with your
will be
oatmeal today?
I will be back in these streets very soon. You watch.
Wait, you said back in the streets.
I will be back in these streets very soon. I just got to get a few things taken care of.
That's a
That's all I
recipe
got.
for disaster.
Yes, it is.
These
Yes,
streets are
it
lonely.
is.
You don't want to be in these streets alone.
Mm-mm.
Your who wanted days are over, Mike.
Mm-mm.
They're
Be
over.
back in these streets. Anyway,
Speaking
let
of
me tell you what
streets,
these social media people, and I'm gonna be. I don't want to be mean because the kid is dead. That rapper kid. What was the rapper's name that you said, Jay Black?
somebody named Rolly Band.
Yeah.
Rolly Band.
For future reference, please stop getting on social media telling people you're gonna be at your house. Whoever wants smoke, and stop saying you're gonna be there in 5 minutes. Because there's somebody crazy enough to meet you in 5 minutes.
Right.
He was a Florida rapper, shot and killed outside of his apartment moments after posting, "If a nigga wants some smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes on IG."
But how do they know where he lived?
Because it went further. He said people know where I sleep.
A lot of these niggas know where I live, from where I sleep. Yeah, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. So he said, "I'm on my way home. If you want me, I'm on my way."
What?
To me, that sounds like there was some other like beef going on or something happened, and he just, basically saying, "Yo, if you really want to get at me, I'll
and
be
they
at the
did,
spot."
and they did. This is why I'm giving y'all heads up. I didn't think I had to tell people not to do stuff like this. Like in America, we lost all common sense. First of all, you never let somebody.
That sounds like a female must have dropped his location. They said out here these females dropping locations.
Whoa.
So maybe he was set up.
Oh, set up or whatever. You put the post, and it's a damn shame that your life had to get taken after putting up a post, and somebody said, "Okay, I'm gonna call you on it." In 2022, people called you on it.
Yeah,
somebody went and cashed that check. Yeah,
his ass he wrote that check. He said, "Who want that smoke? Come holler at me."
Crazy.
Everybody does.
Who want it?
Everybody does. All these
crazy and senseless.
Everybody wants the problem, and don't nobody care about the consequences.
Right.
Like it just amazes me. Like nobody, like people really are down to kill somebody and not even worrying about going to jail. Like maybe they don't think that the cops are going to look into this, but it depends on where he lives at. It depends if he lives in a nice place, in a nice apartment, then all of a sudden that area is going to be, then detectives are going to be a little more intense because they don't want the other tenants getting worried because we living in some.
It's just putting that energy out. Like if you about that life and you don't care about your life, I get it. But if you care and you got your family, you got your seeds, and it's like why attract that if that ain't what you truly about? And then it goes back to, is that just our people that do that? Like, do you see, I don't know. Do you see that Asian saying who won it? Come, I guess we just don't see those posts. I guess they are happening.
Yeah, we don't see those posts. I don't know. I don't know who I followed on TikTok, but it led me to I want to make sure I said the correct name. Like what's that Bollywood? That the movies.
Bollywood,
yes. Shout out to the Indian community.
The Indian community, dog, I don't know who I followed, but it initiated my whole TikTok. I'm now following these guys doing bits and skits.
Found Indian TikTok.
Yes, and I don't even know what they're saying, and they're just doing all these bits and skits, and I'm like, I think they funny. I said, I have no freaking clue. But yeah, that was a sad story. I just don't understand our mentality anymore. The older I get, the more I'm like,
he actually posted his address. So now
I don't think he posted it. He just said a lot of these. If my niggas want some smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. No, that was his post underneath that. So I don't think he posted his actual address. But for those who know, I mean, I guess it ain't hard to find who Rolly Bands is and find his address.
Yeah, find his address.
For a lot of, I could Google Rick Ross' address right now to pop up. I'm sure.
Phone is so intoxicating. Like everybody believes this ain't real. What you saying on these phones are going to be taken as real, even when they 100% a lie. Everybody taking. I'm like, what is going on? And then somebody get into, what happened with Gilly and Rick Ross getting into it? Like Gilly said Rick Ross said something about him, and Gilly went on a whole rant and talked about how he had Meek Mill in the slave trade contract, and I said, what did this come from?
Oh wow. I gotta get back on my social media game. So Gil going at Rick and Roll, and wow, did Rick Ross respond?
I don't know. Gilly made it seem like you brought my name up for no reason whatsoever. You know how Gilly get on his rant.
Rick probably just said, yeah. He might have just said Gil something to keep it moving. Not even like that. Oh, you mentioned me, and that you said my name. Cats get sensitive when you mention it.
Then this weekend, a historical. While you were watching Mary J. Blige as a comedian, I screwed up and I forgot that there was a date that was special that I was supposed to go to. Chris Rock. No. A date, a show. It was Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, and Kevin Hart. And these cats supposedly just did a legendary show at Madison Square Garden. And that's all everybody's talking about is how amazing it was. They said Dave Chappelle got like a 5-minute standing ovation when he came out. Like the place went crazy. So at the end of the show, they're all on stage talking. They just talk whatever. And Kevin brings an actual goat. An actual goat on stage.
Like a
goat. And they take a picture with the goat in front of them, claiming they're the goats.
Wow.
The picture was the picture's actually dope. Like the goat pic, that took it all, the goat pic. But I was so upset that I totally forgot to try and get tickets to go see those three. Because I really don't like going to comedy shows at all. But those three, I don't like going to comedy shows. But I would like.
As a comedian, you don't like to check out other comedians?
Nah, I really don't. This Shawn Robinson. Oh, okay, Shawn Robinson.
Facebook user Shawn Robinson. Yeah.
Facebook. Nah, I get bored unless I'm watching Dave Chappelle or I'm watching those three guys. Those three guys are the ones who make me really, really laugh. And it's not because people ain't funny. I also don't like watching people too much and getting influenced by mistake. Because sometimes comedians watch comedians so damn much that before you know it, by osmosis, you start trying to think like that comedian thinks, and you're not purposely stealing, even though there are comedians that purposely steal. But sometimes you're around somebody so much, or if you're on tour with somebody a lot, you start seeing similarities in even their hand gestures because they hang out together all the time. So, but so that was dope. That was a dope situation. Obviously, they're all filthy rich. And Chris Rock just got through a bad divorce that he talked about on his last, like 2 years ago, he talked about it. But they said he went out there and destroyed that thing. There was also one Will Smith mention. Kevin mentioned the Will Smith.
Oh, I did see that clip. Yeah, so they was talking about the goat that he had on there, and they were having fun back and forth. And then somebody had asked Kevin Hart, what was the name of the goat? And he said the goat name is Will Smith. And of course, the crowd died laughing. Chris Rock reference right there.
I guess that was the comedic relief of, kind of waiting for the elephant in the room to be addressed.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is I don't know if this is going to be if this is going to wind up on Netflix at some point. I don't know if
they had to record that. They had to tape that.
I'm pretty sure it's going to end up on some special or something like that.
Them bastards might have just been working the tour out. That's how big they are right now. Pause.
Right.
And Dave gave them a lot of love because seeing like people tried to cancel him, and he appreciated him being on stage with them too. And she showed Kevin Hart and Chris Rock some love.
Oh, and in more news, our friend to the show, Talent, the comedian Talent.
Shout out to Talent.
Kevin Hart and Chris Rock were having a conversation. They were doing an interview. And they gave him super love on the interview. They were like, Talent can get on stage and literally work a crowd and never have to do a set. He can do 40 minutes and just work in a
But
crowd
much
and never have to do.
deserved.
Yeah, and I
Much
had to call
deserved.
talent and congratulate him. I thought that was
big.
super dope.
Yeah.
That he yesterday's price ain't today's
Just
price. Talent he said.
Exactly.
you say you get a shout out like that.
Get a shout out like that.
Numbers go up.
Price
Yeah.
go up.
Yesterday's price. When there's some promoter right now who thought he was gonna get him for a certain amount, and he said,
Right.
"God
Shout out to
damn."
Ray too. Ray
Stacey
says,
Mitchell said, "Yeah, Two Ray and Talent are definitely
What up, Two Ray? Yeah, Two Ray's dope.
didn't get they just do because maybe it's forthcoming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's all gonna come. It's all gonna come. And then what else?
Yes.
I didn't do nothing this weekend. This weekend was so miserable. Let me tell you how boring and miserable this weekend was. I watched an entire baseball game.
Damn.
You know how bored you have to be to watch a whole Phillies game? There are 9 innings.
All 9 innings.
I know how many innings.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. What you
Did it
said?
go into overtime? Like,
No. It was
not overtime, extra innings, but that's fine.
It was I watched 2 baseball games. I haven't watched 2 baseball games since I was a kid. Yeah, I was watching the Phillies and the Padres, and I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go. I said, there's really nothing for me to do, and I didn't want to venture out solo and go do something.
You keep talking about solo and all of these venturing outs and.
Oh yeah. Well, look at my setup. My setup ain't in my house.
Oh wait, I didn't even realize you got a different background. Wait, you got rocks? Wait, I thought it because you walking, hugging trees. That's what the rock. Look, I see rocks.
I thought maybe you had some new decor or some decoration change.
Good morning, Ashley.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a whole lot of new decor.
Wow,
yeah.
Well, what Mike should have been watching what's going on in these streets. We talking about the streets of Rolly Bands. What about them streets of Sesame Street, Mike? I know we've been off week. We've been off, but I still saw Ben Crump at a press conference. This Sesame Street thing ain't going away, and I live around the corner from there. So I got racist people around me, and we found it out. I needed to get your opinion on the Sesame Street thing. I know that's everywhere. Everybody know the clip. Do I need to play the clip?
Everybody know the clip.
Just play
What up, Super? Good to see you.
Oh, I did see Mike. Super and Cam on
Mike
Saturday.
Don't remember. He don't remember.
Yeah.
Mike don't remember. You just Saturday. You hanging out with Super and Cam? You ain't telling nobody?
Yeah, Mike Sean. You could have went to the.
You failed to mention that.
DJ Touchdown Spin. Okay, so Sesame Place, they got this not leaked video, just a footage. It's just footage, and the people in the costumes keep ignoring the black kids. Like one bumped the black kid, and then at the first one I was like, all right, maybe it's hard to see in that thing.
Maybe it's hard to see,
and the kid is little. But then they started getting multiples of them being ignored by the people in the costumes. And I was like, now first of all, this is the pettiest racism I've ever seen in my life. Like this right here.
Yeah.
This is the pettiest racism. This is the I don't know. This is the Taylor Swift of racism. Like there's no what is the point of this? But if you want to play it. I thought maybe the first one was a mistake.
This is the first one that got everybody kicked up that the mom, Miss Brown, had posted to social media. You see the little black girl. Everybody seen this clip probably 1,000 times. But she got her hands out. They want to hug. Rosita's coming down the line. She's giving out high fives and hugs to all the kids. Little black girl like, ooh, we next. Here they come.
They're coming.
Hey, high five. Hey, here we go. We right here. Oh no, what do you mean no? Wait,
what?
No,
what?
Where you going? Where you
going?
So Rosita.
Flag on the play. I feel like kids are off limits.
Bitch, come back.
Come back.
Wait. Was it? Had she met her limit of high fives? Is there a limit that you have, and then you just go like, all right, that's enough high fives for the day? Is that it?
But even still, the kids, like for you to be like no to the kids, you could have capped it after the kids. You
Look
high
at her
five the
face.
adults.
So why she
And
keep
I
going?
think there was another one who got bumped. There was another video where the little black girl gets bumped by the belly, and I thought maybe he was playing, but then he didn't come back. He didn't. The fanatic never does that. Like, look at her face. Yeah, it was up. But
Pure disappointment.
my whole point is everybody wants rap. They want change and Sesame Plays. They want dog. I don't even want to go. Once they show you who they are, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Like I'm so tired of trying to change an establishment. Well, then shut it down.
Right.
Like it's
shut it
so
down.
Yeah,
but you know,
trust.
mainstream media programs our kids and have them just in line as we were as kids.
Yeah.
Sesame Street, you know, their characters are a big to do, much like Disney. So you know,
that's the first time you're seeing the video, Ashley. I'm sorry.
You know, kids are going to want to see the characters. They get excited over, you know, the life-size characters. So I'm sure this was very disappointing. They waited patiently. They were waiting their turn. The little
got the
girl
arms up, like, hey, give me my hug, Rosita. Give me. So the thing is, Sesame Street had like 3 different statements. The first one was, we're not allowed to pick kids up. Well, first, you were hugging people. She not necessarily wasn't asking to be picked up. And then the second one was, this ain't right. And then now they put names out there, Miss Brown and the family, like, because I guess they realized it's picked up a lot more steam. You got Ben Crump involved now. You got press conferences happening in New York City. And some people have been getting on Ben Crump, so I wanted to get in there too. But for Ashley, since she didn't see the whole clip.
There it goes.
We right here. Give us our hug. Hey, I want to. Wait, Rosita, where did you go?
Why did she?
She hit him with the nah, no way. Forget it. Nope, not you two. She hit him with the nope, not you two. And then a lot of white folks.
See, I'm not. I don't care, y'all. Listen, racism is racism. I believe it's racism. But why did the first person she high five? She went like that to that person too, like she wasn't supposed to high five.
I don't know the first one.
I don't know about that. Or they may have asked for an autograph, or they may ask for a hug, or you don't know what that was. But I think that just to do like this to children, especially that small, they could have high-fived and smiled, did a little shimmy, and kept
well, not if you're racist and you know you're never going to get caught because you're in a costume.
So I guess
and
that plays into the
you can shun whoever you want to shun for whatever moment. But they had the other clip of that where they showed that, because Sesame said, it was kids right behind them, that because I guess the character must have originally lied. Because usually when you go to your employer, like, what happened with this video? It was some people standing behind them and they wanted me to pick them. I wasn't talking about them 2 little girls. And then they got, of course, how social media is, they got footage from the other angle where they showed another soul behind them. And they would put the statement out based off what the employee likely said. I'm all alleged with this. And then they got the backtrack. So, but it was nobody behind them. So when the whole no way, forget it, they was talking about the 2 little girls and wasn't nobody behind them. So you have to explain that. And of course, a lot of white folk are saying, no, y'all just trying to make this out to be a payday and racist, and y'all putting the black card, and it's hard to see in the character. Like, there's a lot of people defending Rosita, and then of course is the other perspective of, you want us not to believe what our eyes just saw. We saw Rosita say, not y'all.
Rosita had to do. Rosita ain't the smartest chick in the world anyway. All she had to do was say she had to pee. Like, that's all you got to be like, yo, I had to pee. Like, I really did. That's all you had to do. It was like, look, I know I was rude, but I needed to use the restroom. I needed to use the restroom.
Hot. It doesn't have any air conditioning in it. I had to
go. It takes a lot to take this costume off. I needed to use, but no. Look at this.
Nah, I can't hug y'all. Nope, not you two. No.
I don't even like the ice grill. The eyes all of a sudden don't look so nice.
And then they try to say maybe the character, didn't see them because it's hard to see. They can't hug and give everybody high fives.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
The nerve to say no. Yeah, they said he wasn't talking. Actually, when they said no, he wasn't talking. Rosita wasn't talking to that. Mm-hmm. So but the GM of the Sesame Place spoke yesterday, and they all are now acknowledging that it was wrong. There's another clip of a different child that had the same thing. Yeah, it was
They'll
multiple.
cut them a private check behind the scenes and make it go away.
So, but they acknowledging that is wrong, and they said that character in that costume hasn't worked since this footage came out Saturday. So that was their way of saying, I guess, either that they fired him.
How we know that? How we know that?
And
we don't see the person in the suit.
Yeah,
we just see the character.
We just see the character. What we know.
Yeah.
And so at the press conference, Ben Crump and the lady lawyer, Miss Brown's lawyer, they saying that they had a list of demands, and one of them was to know who the character was and how was this being handled internally. They want answers, and the white people just said, no, y'all just want a paycheck. Y'all want to get paid.
Well, you know, Black Twitter is gonna find out whoever it is. You know, somebody's gonna drop the dime and call. Oh, it was Richie working that day. Richie played Rosita. Like, it's gonna be something. Black Twitter is gonna find.
But do we really want to know who the person is? Do we want to out them, or do we we want a paycheck? Do we want just exposure? Like what all do we want?
You know, Black Twitter is relentless. They want everything.
We want checks and balances. We want to be able to boycott Sesame Place, and guess what? This is the time to boycott them because there's their money season. It's the summertime. This is when you start saying nobody goes to Sesame Place. Better take that ass to Dorney Park.
But do we want Sesame just to make it right for the little girls and just change their culture? Like,
I think by them putting out a statement, Jay Black, if they put out a statement and say that the person or the character was wrong, thereafter, I'm pretty sure they're going to come to some type of monetary settlement. They're not going to assume responsibility or any level of culpability in this if they're not ready or prepared to issue some type of monetary settlement.
Now, you cut a check for that. What about all them other clips? Like Ben Crump said, they got 150 other families reached out with similar clips and emails that they emailed Sesame and put them on notice, and nothing happened. So now they got to pay everybody.
Yeah, Ben Crump may do a class action suit and go for the big money. Who knows? But speaking of babies, Michael Shawn and Jay Black.
150.
So at the Dolce & Gabbana show this weekend, pictures have surfaced of Vanessa.
Vanessa who?
Brian.
She getting smashed out by somebody else. She's dating. What happened? Talk to me.
And they are saying that the pictures, I seen the pictures. I would like for you to look at them yourself.
I knew she wasn't going to stay single long. No, I don't know. I always went. I said, how long is her and Laura in London? How long are they going to stay single? But go ahead.
He's been gone for 2 years. And I think that it's up to the person on how they move on in life. They definitely have to move on in life.
Definitely.
She's a beautiful girl. She's young. And so
everybody has to move on.
They're saying that she looks like she has a baby bump.
Oh, I didn't mean move on at being pregnant.
Ain't they gonna mess up her money?
If you look at the pictures, she's in Dolce & Gabbana. They had a fashion show. Of course, she was hanging out with the Kardashians. Wow. And her daughters look beautiful. Her daughter looks like a supermodel. She's tall, just beautiful.
I gotta find this picture. So it's her dating somebody allegedly.
And allegedly she is, they're not even pinning her to a specific person, but she does look indeed like she's pregnant.
Right. I want to see this picture.
2 years. I mean, 2 years. Look, who am I to tell you how long you're supposed to not date after your husband dies? I don't even know if there's a time frame.
I don't think that it's up to anybody to tell somebody when to date or start even trying to cultivate a new relationship after their partner or significant other dies. I think that grieving is a lifelong process, and that's not
just don't bring them to the funeral. Just don't bring them to the funeral. Like don't be disrespectful. Don't bring them to the wake. Goddamn. We've had some clips. We've had some weird clips. What was the old school R&B Sam Cooke?
Yes, I did hear that story.
Yep. Went to his best friend. No. Bobby Womack did it to Sam Cooke's wife, and they hooked up. And he was at the funeral. And then he cheated on Sam Cooke's wife with his daughter, with Sam Cooke's daughter. I think I'm getting these names right. Oh, Bobby Wallback, you was
But that's
hard.
her business.
I did watch that.
I saw
But
that pic.
Lady Q says, I saw that pic and I went and looked for other recent pics and it didn't look the same. I think she just got fat. But if she is, that's her business. And I agree, Lady
Nah,
Q.
we invested. We invested in Vanessa Bryant and who she's dating, if she's going to date again, when she's going to date. We invested. No, she has to stay single forever and ever and ever because the Kobe and the love. She's going to lose a lot of supporters.
Young.
The kids, like, no, she can't date. It has to be like a 10-year minimum or something. It got to be something.
10-year minimum.
It got to be something. She cannot just start dating somebody again and out.
She's not even in her prime if she wait 10 years.
Right? I mean, 10-year minimum. J Black, you want it to be like the Sahara Desert down there?
That's shady. If she started dating somebody with that's, I don't know how I would look at that.
I don't think that's shady. I think that's real life companionship.
Well, White Chocolate got some shady comments. She said, my dad's dumb ass only waited 3 days after my mom died. Now that's shady.
What?
We got to we apologize for that, White Chocolate. We apologize for that. That's a bit too much.
Damn, 3 days.
That means he had her in the bullpen.
Yeah, he was already. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Let me tell you, two people I would not want to be the first to date: Lauren London or Vanessa Bryant.
Those are the two I'm keeping an eye on.
First one. The first, I would not want to be the first. After you get into the game and you didn't had a relationship mess up, then yeah, you fair. But no, I do not want to be the first.
I need a decade. I need 10 years for me to feel like that's for real. Lauren London and Kobe. Actually, Vanessa she's higher than Lauren. Like, I just look at them different, and I'm legit. Good morning, Patrice.
J Black, losing your significant other or your spouse, like that's the worst feeling. But who is anyone to tell you when
the world mourned with you? The world has been there for you. The world is watching and wants you to win.
But just because they're moving on with their life.
But I think
it doesn't mean that it hurts any less or that there is any less grief.
I think 2 years.
2 years is not enough.
Yeah,
we didn't even realize.
Years is plenty.
Look, if somebody said Nipsey passed, you're like, wait, how long ago? You don't even realize how long ago that was. It already would have.
No, like you don't realize. That's my point.
What year? What year did Nipsey pass?
But listen, you don't realize.
How long ago was it?
But the person, but Laura London realizes exactly when he passed and exactly how many days he's been here.
Right.
It goes by fast for us. They weren't our partners. Like Vanessa Bryant knows exactly that day. I mean, I know that day was a while ago. The only reason I know that is because I was still in Texas when it happened. So that was at least, 2 to 3 years ago.
2019, March 31st. It's been 3 years since Nipsey passed. Oh, you did say it.
Yeah.
3 years.
Vanessa Bryant might be pregnant and she can't be out here in these streets dating people. Like, that's too soon after Kobe. That's too soon. It's too soon.
Says you.
It's too soon. I need more time. I need another 7 years. Wait, when did Kobe?
Would you wait if something happened to your significant other? Would you wait 10 years to?
No, he's not waiting 10 years. J Black can't live by himself.
Kobe only died in January 2020. Only been 2 years, 2.5 years. Yeah, it's way too soon for Vanessa to be in them pregnant. No, she gonna get some backlash. She gonna get hate. I'm just trying to tell y'all. No, I didn't wait.
Nene didn't wait.
Nene didn't wait.
It was 2 weeks. It is her business. It's her business. I think
that was different.
People moving on with their lives. I think that is a part of the grieving process. And it's not for us to say whether or not it's too soon for her to date if she is dating.
Jay not waiting 10 years. He's incapable. He's incapable.
I can legit like you being mourning for that long. 10 years is a long time.
Yeah, now all of a sudden 10 years is a long time. You ain't waiting no damn 10 years. And how do you and how about this? I'm gone. Like, do what you gotta do. I'm going now. 3 years.
2 years is too soon, boy. Bye.
Right.
2 years, that's too soon. I think they're agreeing with me. Yeah, 2 years. And 2 years, Kobe gone. Now he out here with who wants.
That's a bid. Do 2 years in jail. That's a bid.
Lady Q says, remember, the Mr. needs in-house. So you know he ain't waiting 10 years.
He ain't waiting 10 years. He wouldn't be able to function. He'd be walking around talking to himself.
I do need in-house.
He'd be walking around watching Jeopardy.
And your expectations, it amazes me every time that you are not willing to live up to your own expectations of others.
If it affects her money, say if it's like, hey, you can't remarry or your money stops.
I don't think that's what it
was. Like, in some cases, it could be like spousal type of setup with the lawyer or something that you got in your agreement of your will that you could have that. Whereas though, if the person remarries, I've seen this before in stories where if somebody remarries, the money stops.
It is in divorce decrees and things like that. But if this is what fulfills the person and they don't care about the money and they're in love with someone else, they may forego the money and say, you know what, it's not worth it. I want to move on with my life.
That is hilarious. Jay Black in 2 weeks would be on Tinder.
Cropping out pictures. Swipe.
All a couple matching shirts. I gotta crop them down. Tell me, I got that Martin and Gina love.
Terrible. Meanwhile, Lady Q would have to literally join a convent and cover up from head to toe.
Like she'd have to be.
I will haunt her. If 2 weeks after I pass, I will haunt her. Something serious. There's no reason.
Are ridiculous.
Yeah, no. Come on. I'm only worth 2 weeks. Stop that. Like I need more time.
2 years. 2 years. We said 2 years.
2 years, Jay Black.
No, he said I'll be on Tinder after 2 weeks.
Oh no, you would be on Tinder after 2
weeks. There's no doubt about that.
So she's saying that Vanessa can date, she just can't have any more kids. So just get her two fried and burnt right now.
Let me tell you what the disrespectful part of this whole thing is that she's hanging out with the Kardashians. Now I got more of a problem that she's hanging out with the Kardashians. Now Kobe, she know Kobe ain't really
in the same circle. They move in the same circle, and
No, they was there for her. Was it Sierra?
Get away.
Wasn't there a whole squad of them? Was Lala in that group? It was. I think what? No, I don't know if Lala was in.
Well, because Lala was actually in one of their weddings. So yes.
So they were supportive for her during the loss and being there, good friends for her. So I get that, you being close to your friends.
Yeah, I need you to hang out with Sierra a lot.
Her and Russell.
Yeah, I need you to be around Sierra and Russell a lot. Like I need that seat.
Sierra and Russell.
I want that.
Wait. Hold on. You guys got a story? Hold on. Let me play this intro. Hold on. Where's my intro?
What time is it?
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly. With Sexy Mo. Powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
I almost forget that I even have an intro.
Well, you just you start out of nowhere. You just go, and then next.
Speaking of Sierra, whoa, Sierra, whoa.
Who knew that was coming?
The trigger words. Well, Future is no stranger to taking pug shots and taking his shot period with when it comes to Sierra, and I guess recently it's no different. He just released a new song called "Love You Better." And it was clearly aimed at his baby mama, Sierra.
Future.
They said he took little shots at Russell Wilson. He just won't let up. He won't let up.
Come on, homie. You got to. Come on. First of all, Russell's making a whole lot of money. Like, their lifestyle is really dope right now. Hold on. Let me plug my thing in. Okay, y'all keep talking.
Well, you better have some pants on. I don't know what I just saw.
Wait,
what was that? What's going on?
Mike. Yeah, I hope you have pants on.
I don't know. Now your camera went blank. Yeah, okay. Good. All right. I don't know what's going on. Mike got rocks in the back. He got a different whole setup. Yes, Ashley, Leo season. Good morning, Tam. But go ahead. What was you going on?
So, of course, allegedly they're saying that the new video is going to feature like a fake Russell Wilson. And so, Future be going all out. Future does the most.
So what did he say? And did he say something like you was smut, you
in
was
the new
cheating, you a
lyrics,
hoe, like
I just
anything?
pulled up the lyrics. The lyrics said, "Could this thing be more? You could never. This could be yours if it's really meant to
Herpes could
be,
never.
baby,
What?
baby. Because I'm interested. Um, hope you find someone to love you better than I did. It's the love for my grandmother. Make me gentle when I care for you. You telling me you falling out of love with me. So it just seems like he's professing, his wanting to get back and
Still butthurt.
acknowledging that he messed up.
But how do we know it was for Sierra? Did he have a lot of exes that's in the public light? Like who else did he date? Did he
Not
date
like
other people?
Sierra. He's
Oh, that
never
was the one that
professed
got
his
away.
love for anyone like he has Sierra. Everybody else has been either a baby mom or just, a
He's
jump
still
off.
butthurt, Stacey. That's not right.
I
Well,
think
look,
he's always going to be butthurt over Sierra. She's reportedly pregnant with her fourth child, living her best life
they
with
still together.
Russell Westbrook. So I think that Future is always going to be there. There's going to be a part of him that he's the petty king. So he's always going to be doing something to
He
put
knows what he
Sierra in the
lost.
mix.
Well, of
Yes,
course he knows what he lost, because guys do it. Guys do it. Well, people do it all the time. People take somebody for granted. You the famous rapper,
right.
and in no way in your life did you think Sierra was going to surpass you, and he hasn't musically, but
Right.
in stature she has, and she's now in a prime relationship that people are actually putting, which is always scary. They're putting that relationship on a pedestal.
Relationship goals.
Yeah,
Yes,
and everybody,
goals.
I want the Russell Sierra thing.
So not the Will Jada love no more. It's now the Russell Sierra. So now that they're the new. That's the one that we all look at now.
That's the kiss of death.
That's the standard.
Yeah, that's the standard now. That's the kiss of death. Unless you go Michelle Obama and Michelle and
Barack.
and
Then
Barack.
it used to be Cosby and Camille. At one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, that ended tragically. There was a few people who had a run. There was a few people who had a run.
Russ and Sierra, that's our new standard. That we need that Russ and Sierra.
Well, we did have Beyonce and Jay-Z we thought, but then he dropped 444, and then we saw what happened in the elevator.
In the elevator, yeah.
Yeah, and then we were like, damn.
But I guess it's always that one that got away. I guess Ben Affleck, he got J-Lo.
He got J-Lo back after 20 years. Got her back.
So maybe there's if Russell and Sierra don't work out, maybe Future got a shot.
I don't think so.
I
do not see. First of all, that you can't even compare those two relationships. That's one. J-Lo and the Bennifer gate, they never were married. So
it was just heavy dating.
That relationship.
Well, on that same note,
heavy ring, and that was
it. On that same note, who I'm rooting for to get back was Ray J and Princess, but apparently she's still keeping her divorce. You got that story, about what's going on with Princess Love?
So Princess Love and Ray J have been on again, off again, filed the papers. Maybe we could get this thing back, but I think that Princess Love has finally just said, you know what, it's better to leave your ass and maybe dibble and dabble, co-parent, versus staying in a marriage with Ray J. So I think that it's going to stick this time. And Jay Black, you're always rooting.
The hell made you root for Ray J and
I wanted them to get back. Sometimes relationships don't work. I wanted Kanye and Kim to get back together.
So my point, you love toxic love. You
it's not toxic. It's not. Like if you're deeply in love with somebody and there's a chance it can work, why throw it away? And Stacey told me nope, never go backwards. Lady Q took me back. And it worked. So it's possible. To each his own. No, you can go back.
Ben and J-Lo are back together. Yeah, they back again.
You didn't have to. She did it because she loved you and she wanted things to work, and she saw something greater in you. She saw the long-term benefit, and saw that you could possibly be straightened out.
So
right?
Ray J cleaned up. So what is Princess Love not seeing? Like,
but
Ray,
you don't know how many times that Ray J was out there in these streets being crazy. You don't know.
He's changed.
I think that Princess Love has.
You saw him at Versus. He ain't changed a bit. You hear me? Let me tell you something. I'm not mad at Ray J. Ray J likes being Ray J. He really gets a kick out of being Ray J. He likes how everybody perceives him. They perceive him as the party boy. They perceive him as he is a pretty good businessman, and he's made his little thing. And he does love Princess, but he
He
loves being Ray
does.
J even more. Like he likes being Ray J.
He won his family. He said he changed. He's all about love and positivity. He's been fighting to get his family back. And I don't know. It's just something I've been watching. And I've been really wanting Ray J to, and I thought it was working because they've been cohabitating or not, whatever. They've been either living together or hanging out more. And I thought it was a shot. Good morning, Afro Queen.
Well, there's plenty of couples who are separated but living in the same house just for the sake of trying to have a healthy upbringing for their children. There's plenty of people who do that. But I think that she's matured and what she wants in a relationship. She's saying that she's never going to probably get that from Ray J. So I think that she has settled in on, yes, like divorce may be the best thing for them.
I believe you,
But it doesn't mean that you have to hate the other person or
it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Listen, it does. Yeah, it does. No, my whole point before we keep going on this was when you put a couple on the Mount Rushmore of couples, it's the kiss of death. It always is. We always thought Beyonce and Jay were good. We were like, they're good. Why would Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce?
What's wrong with him?
He's a man.
Yeah, or what? Like all the J-Lo episodes with the dudes that why are you dating the backup dancer?
Chris Judd, what are you thinking, J-Lo?
A lot of men, when they date women of status or date women with some type of celebrity, they get insecure. So of course, like that's a come up for the background dancer. He's not going to be insecure. He's going to be a team player. He's going to be. I'm trying to think
of somebody. Oh, I tell you the one who we put on a pedestal. The Megan Good and the pastor dude. Oh, we had them on. Them on Mount Rushmore. They was talking. They was writing books. They was telling us how this is supposed to be done and keep God first, and then all of a sudden, either you didn't keep God first, or maybe
at the end of
she wasn't the first one that was getting hit.
At the end of the day, they're human, and to err is human. You fall short. I agree. No matter how great the relationship is, no matter what type of tools you're using to keep y'all together, you're human. And so human beings change. They never stay the same. And if you don't work with your partner, the relationship is probably doomed to fail.
Well, y'all said it. It's official. This is our new couple love for black folk. This is our standard. The Russ and Sierra.
That's
it. I think that's black excellence. I love the way that he caters to her. He is intentional about his love with her as far as we can see and understand. I don't think that they have a perfect relationship because I don't think that there's a such thing as a perfect relationship.
He has an unfair advantage too. He has an unfair advantage because his job, he gets to spend a lot of time away from her. So they're not always
6 months out the year.
They're not always up under each other. Even though she's at the game, she comes to the games, but I still got training camp. I still got practice. The locker room is sacred. I can still hang out with my boys in the locker room.
I don't think regular couples should just immerse themselves in one another. I think that when you're in a relationship, you need to have like your own thing. You can't just be up under your mate. I definitely think that you need your alone time, your me time. I'm going on the girls' trip, you going on the guys' trip. I think that there has to be some level of balance.
I think, but Sierra she's reinvented her career in a way. So she's busy.
Reinvented herself.
So that's a good thing.
So Sakrisa said part of having a healthy relationship is knowing when it's
over.
So Princess Love knows it's over with Ray J.
The maturity in her, I think that she's matured a lot and she knows like, hey, this is not going to be forever. And I need to set some boundaries and parameters.
Guys,
play in her face all day.
I tell guys, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you never know when the last time's the last time. So enjoy every time because you never know when it's over. It could just pop up. Trust and believe. It
How could
will
it just
pop.
no, you see signs. I think every relationship, there's no such thing as everything great on Monday and then Tuesday you broke up. No, it was something that happened on last Tuesday. It was
Everything
something
was great on everything was great on Friday. I was in the jail Saturday. It happens.
Oh.
It happens. Okay.
It's called life, buddy.
Everything was just fine. I'm telling you now. Everything.
Back to trees and rocks. Back to trees and rocks. What
back
in
to
the world?
Bare
was
feet,
just
take your shoes
dandy.
off, plant your feet in the ground, rub your feet in the dirt, whatever you got to do.
Yeah,
Washing dishes.
Face
Yep.
I tried to move past it. I tried.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of something to move past that.
I'm telling you, I'm just setting myself up when the streets is calling. They calling.
You're not going
they
back
calling.
to the streets, Mike.
They calling.
You're not going back to. There's nothing out there.
You'll see.
There's nothing out there.
There's always something out there.
People have 5 and 6 dating apps on their phone right now, and still coming up empty. Coming up empty.
Don't worry.
I kissed my ex. It looked like, I think this is Sequisa. I'm not sure, Shawn Robinson. I kissed my ex. Oh, yeah, got it. Hopefully it ain't Shawn. I kissed my ex as he left for work on Friday. When he got off, I moved all right.
All shit out.
Stuff out.
Yeah. It could happen overnight. It can happen within hours.
But it's a buildup. That's still a buildup. There's something still there.
So going back to the buildup, Jay Black, I'm glad you brought that up because you always emphasize on people taking people back. The buildup was when every time I took your ass back and you continued to do the same thing. So yes, you're talking about warning signs that nobody just gets up and leaves. No, it doesn't happen like that. But I don't have to tell you when the last time I'm going to forgive you because you out here wilding out.
Yeah. And that goes with people in general. Some people just be like, you know what? Not everybody needs a buildup. Some people be like, yo, this is over. And some people are smart. Some people get out the situation exactly when they should have got out the situation. And people call that person a person that doesn't want to work for the relationship.
Yeah, you got to work through it. Yes, you do. You do have to work through. Everything is not just going to be peaches and cream.
Why do I have to fight through your
Shouldn't be that hard to fight for love, right? Yeah, love shouldn't hurt.
All right, listen, y'all. There's a make-believe game clock. It's called life behind me, right? Every day that ticks away, we are one day closer to this being over. There ain't that much fighting in the world that should be going on. Sometimes you just gotta be like, you know, we just ain't meant to be together.
Right.
We just
shut the deuces and say, look, and end on a good note. You don't have to end.
Okay, it's too late for that. It's too late for that.
Oh, damn.
It's too late for that.
But usually, you got to work through when you start seeing signs. You got to work through those. Don't ignore them. Have the conversations. And
you're saying work through signs. You're the one that's out here in these streets, buddy.
No, you're a legend. You're like Ray J.
Jay's not out in the streets.
No, I'm not.
Not Jay. Jay is wholesome. Jay is a family man. They're wearing matching shirts and shit. Like,
shut up, Mom.
I ain't talking about that. But I'm saying, you know, in perspective,
that part, Mike.
You know, you always touch on if a person is out there cheating, a man out there cheating, you need to give him a chance to work through this stuff. How many chances and opportunities do you get to work through your shit?
That could be your happily ever after. That could be it. You can work through some kinks. It could be worth it. Just don't throw it away just because the first signs of a red flag, I'm out. Like, come on. Like, I don't know.
We keep talking about cheating. There's a point where you could wake up one day and be like, I don't like you no more. Like, I just really don't like you.
And I disagree.
And there's nothing you can stay in it. And
it's a buildup. Did you address your concerns leading up to that? You just can't wake up and say, Mo, I don't even like how you snore now, like how you breathe. Like, you just can't wake up and just not like somebody.
As superficial as that. And if somebody wakes up and starts nitpicking and saying, I don't like the way you snore, I don't like the way you eat, they ain't been liking your ass for a long time. Like, you've been
it's a buildup.
But the buildup is that you probably ignored it from the beginning because you were more into having a relationship and more into being, or this is the kicker, or there's an obligation to be in the relationship. Because there's a big difference between responsibility and obligation, and it gets confused. And when you are obligated to do something, that's when things get real tight with you, because you know you really don't want to be here, but
and
you
I
are
don't know
obligated.
I don't know any woman who wants to be
people fall out of love
with
all the
a
time.
man or a man to be with them out of obligation.
That
is
I'm
the
just
waste.
saying.
That's the worst waste of a woman's time ever.
It can be
You're
a
not
buildup.
Obligated to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, you don't want to be here. I always say, you know, we have these conversations with our girlfriends. You know, don't ever, you know, you don't keep a man who don't want to be kept. There's too many men out here. Find somebody who wants you. Find somebody who loves you.
You just told me there was nobody out there. Now when you're talking to your girl, there's a ton of guys out there. But when you're talking to me, there's nobody out there. There's a ton of these thirsty ass 40-year-olds.
There is somebody out there. I'm a firm believer there's somebody out there for everybody. There's somebody out there for you who want, y'all gonna get it in and y'all are gonna grow together. But a lot of people have a misconception that love sustains a relationship. They got a misconception that just because we together and we got these kids, it's gonna sustain a relationship.
So love is easy. So you saying love and relationships are easy? That's what you're basically saying. Don't work through nothing.
Is you need to put in you're gonna have to be intentional about your relationship. If you're in a relationship and you want it to work, you have to be very intentional. You have to be very cognizant of what you're doing. You can't be out here willy-nilly like I already got him or her. We locked down already. I ain't got to do the things I used to do to get her. I ain't got to wear these matching shirts. I ain't wearing that matching shirt. What for? We already married. Everybody know we together. No, if she want to wear the matching shirts, and it's not really a priority to you, sometimes you got to cater to your mate and what makes them happy. That's how it keeps balance. In addition to growing with them, if you still the same nigga that you was 10 years ago and she's elevated and moved up, it ain't gonna work. What you doing?
And if there's something that you ain't cool with, but it don't change for 10 years, you done wasted a decade. If that person wants to be that person, but they want you to do the change, but they don't. Nobody else want to do no changing. That it just like you've changed, whether you like it or not, Jay Black. You've changed in how you talk. You've changed on some of the crazy things that you might say, but you say it. I
I still may think it. I'm just being conscious of not just blurting some things out because I don't want to.
That's process.
That's intentional. That's the.
But if I still think, I still truly believe what I believe.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to be mindful of not to be hurtful intentionally. If I know that this can intentionally hurt someone, so from that standpoint, yes, she's altered me in some of the way that I respond. But my thoughts are my thoughts. I'm not changing my perspective. It's still my perspective. I'm just mindful and conscious of how I
that's okay. You
blurt it out. Sometimes I still make mistakes.
But that's good.
We all make mistakes, Jay Black. It's okay for you to agree to disagree with your mate. You're not going to always be on the same page. But where it's working at for you is that you're cognizant of her feelings, right? That's part of being in a relationship. Making sure.
But it's at a certain degree, though, Mo. A certain point, I can't compromise who I am as a person to make you happy. I still need to be me because internally, I'm not going to be happy if I'm doing this just because I know that's what you want.
Right. So if you get to a point where you feel like it's detrimental to your well-being as an individual or as a person, then that may be time for you to reevaluate your relationship.
Hey, Jay, do you think she wakes up in the morning and she can't wait to make you bacon or something?
I think she does. She's a pleaser. I think she's a service, like the love language. She enjoys taking that burden off of me. I swear, I feel like she do. She enjoys making sure that I'm good.
I'm glad you think when she wakes up, she goes, I cannot wait.
Not like that, like that.
There are some mornings.
You know what I'm saying?
As much as Lady Q loves you, Jay Black, there are some mornings that she wake up and I'm pretty sure she be like, I don't feel like making this nigga bacon, but let me go on and do it. Like, I'm pretty sure.
She enjoys knowing that my household is stress-free. When I leave to go to work, I can focus and conquer the world. She said, as a black man, there's a lot I got to deal with. She wanted to make sure the foundation is not one of those things that's added stress and we can figure things out.
Well, clap it up for her.
Yes, and
Clap it up for
that's
her.
a beautiful thing. But there are some mornings that she don't feel like making your ass scrabble. And it doesn't mean that she loves you any less. It doesn't mean that she loves you any less.
Okay, so Stacey and Missy Shane. Action. He talking about Action got jokes with matching shirts. Already something he said earlier.
But you know, Jay Black wore the matching shirts, took mushy pictures, even
I
though
did.
He did the whole thing.
He
ain't changed.
In your relationship, you are being flexible for your mate. It's important.
Jay don't know how to take a compliment.
That was a compliment? I felt like y'all was trying to come in my neck a little bit.
How?
Trying to say I'm soft.
We say you improve it.
Of the work that you're doing on yourself. I am proud of how you're being more conscious and cognitive in your relationship with Lady Q. I think it's beautiful.
And if she goes,
love is an action word. Love is an action word. You can say you love somebody all you want. If the action's not matching up, if the math ain't mathing.
Action is very against matching shirts and clothes.
He said he's a rat.
He said, I'm 20 years in deep. She's the right one. And if she goes to match shirts, it's a wrap.
It is all over.
See, but he'll be out there riding bikes with his wife, and they got matching outfits on riding bikes. What's the difference, Action?
But you know what?
Same concept.
Who's to say that she doesn't like riding bikes all the time, but she knows that's Action's thing. And so you're going to support your mate and make sure that you're invested in some of the things that they like.
Well, don't give up on relationships, people. We started with Ray J and Princess and Sierra, and y'all fight for your relationship. Don't just give up. Don't be party poopers like Mike and Mo or whatever.
It's okay to fight as long as the other person is being receptive or either reciprocating some of
toxic just because challenges ain't toxic.
It's toxic. And it doesn't mean just because you want to fight for the relationship doesn't mean that the other person has to yield and say, okay, I'm gonna give you another chance.
Hell no.
You can't dirty dog somebody like for a decade and then be like, well, you forgave me.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a buildup. But that's why I said those things are buildups.
So what?
No, it ain't just overnight. Mike talking about overnight. You wake up this morning and the next morning it's over. It's like, damn. Like that ain't how it works. Generally,
I think women are very, very good at doing that. I think women are very good at the tolerance. And then one day they just said, you know what, this ain't serving me no more. And they leave your ass. Like, yeah, I mean,
cold out here in these streets.
You
don't
want it.
I'm out in these streets. It's cold out here, yo.
At 2:00 in the morning, swiping Tinder.
You don't. Because I already checked it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to put my information. I don't want to put my information in there yet.
Mike, stop. You are not going to go back out to the streets.
I'm not.
You're talking out the side of your neck.
I'm not.
What's next?
I know Stacey want to know what's going on. People talking about Mike's scenery. We just keeping it pushing. What's next? Mo, you got another story, Mo? Do I need to play the intro again? We got another allegedly.
When you get the invitation to the apartment warming, then y'all be like,
I'm not coming. I'm just letting you know right now. You're not. If you have an apartment warming, we ain't coming.
Let's go let you know.
That's not your address.
Right.
Yeah, monkeypox are real in these streets.
All right. Yeah, monkeypox is looking disgusting. Like, golly. If they doing this to us, women leave you alone before we physically leave you alone.
they mentally check out is what she's saying. They be emotionally they done with you. Just physically they still there.
That is true for a lot of women. They do check out. They check out early, and
I wish I would just check out. Like, stop using all these philosophies. Just check out. Go.
I'm not saying that it's healthy. Because
you leave first.
Checking out a relationship mentally and still being there physically. I don't think that's healthy either.
Yeah, I
think both situations are toxic.
I emotionally check out before we physically check out. Well, do them both at the same damn time. You can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Do both things.
They be tired of your ass and they be trying to figure out what's the best exit strategy.
We're like, damn, this is a good little life I'm living here, but I really want to tap out. Well, tap out. Go.
And then y'all be holding on to the leg. Don't leave me. I'm going to do better. Don't leave me. Yeah.
I could tell y'all some stories. Well, I said, yup.
Why you say I want to know? I know Mike must have done some shit. I am Stacy.
Stacy, Stacy, we not gonna feed into Mike today.
I'm
We
not.
not.
I'm just enjoying his new background. Mike got
I
it
love the
looked like
background. I'm
he
just
got a
gonna chalk
warm
it up to you have changed your
warmly
scenery.
background. Yeah.
Maybe he got an interior decorator
In a
last week
different
while
he in
I
a
was
different
out.
spot. He just moves
Yeah,
around. Mike be
You,
moving around room. He like me. He move around. I move out of one corner. I move on
yeah.
this other side now. I got I
I'm
move
gonna
around.
keep it at. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah,
at that.
there's a whole different dog up in here. There's a whole
yeah,
different dog.
yeah. Who
Well,
got the dog?
speaking of dogs, Michael Shawn,
Uh-huh.
the top dog, Drake. People are saying that he has a gambling addiction, because they said allegedly he lost $10 million
Ooh,
gambling. So,
10
I
ooh,
mil?
mean, what's Drake's net worth
a few $100 million.
He
right
gotta
now?
be I think he gotta be over 100 million, you think? Is he 100 million? Drake Network.
So that would be equivalent of somebody who
200. 180 to 200 million.
right. So that would be equivalent to somebody losing like $5,000 if you think about it.
Yeah,
Five,
but
ten
but
thousand dollars.
but
You know.
you got to realize that nobody knew how bad Charles Barkley was going. Nobody knew how bad his
260.
gambling
Jesus.
went. Nobody knew how
Him
bad
and
Mike's.
Jordan,
Yeah, nobody knew
right?
how bad Mike's
You said
gambling
who?
really was. And if we're saying we're making a big deal out of Drake losing 10 million, that means it ain't the first time he done lost big money.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
I mean,
quit
to go to
playing.
say that somebody has an addiction because they took a big L, I think that that's a stretch. I think that there's, other things that go
Why
on with
why
gambling
would
I
you
addiction.
watch
bet 10 million? What did he bet 10
is a
million on?
build up. I watch. Remember when I was
Yeah,
working with the football player Freddie Mitchell? Shout out to FedEx.
shout
We
out
was
to
in
Freddie.
AC, hanging with AI. Allen Iverson was betting millions of dollars per hand per round, and I'm
Mm,
watching them big chips, millions of dollars get taken away. But then when he hit for 6 or 7 million. So I can see
that's
how
major.
just
Yeah,
being in that environment when you got money like
right.
that, it can come and go just like that. But to see that, it was like that's crazy. But
Because
yes,
we could never fathom losing $10 million
millions of dollars
in
just like
in
that.
a matter of minutes.
But you can win too. He could have hit and hit for 30, 40 mil.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's worth $200 million, that's roughly about 5% of his net worth. So if you think about it on layman's terms, there's people who go and blow their whole monthly budget at the casino trying to get back.
Yeah, I hope he don't. I know one person got a gambling problem. That's Jay Black. Jay Black is no fun at the
But
casino,
they
yo.
say that
Jay
one
Black
time in
goes
like 90
through.
minutes.
Yeah, Jay Black goes to a casino and there's no conversation. There's no talking. It's
It's a
just
mission.
him, just numbers,
Focus.
Yeah, I mean,
numbers.
Focus.
Jay, if you think about it, how much money you've lost, gambling
I've
or
won.
whatnot. You've been up, and then there's sometimes that you've been down. Like
Yeah, he had
that's the
some good
nature of the
days.
game.
He had some good days, just some
So
bad days.
for
And I guess
Drake,
for Drake, that was his bad day.
That was his
yeah,
bad. That's a
because
bad
what they
day.
did say that although he was down, he lost 10 million in that short amount of time. They said at one point he had been up 30 million.
See, that's how I go.
So, when you're talking about putting big money on the table like that, for us, we're like, oh my
Yeah,
God, like
yeah.
was he crazy? Like 10 million, I could live for the rest of my life off of 10 million. But
What up, Don? Don
again,
Page.
it's scared money don't make no money. So,
Facts.
you know,
Oh, that
Facts.
is that
but I
is
Facts.
wouldn't call
the
it an
that is
addiction.
the
I wouldn't call it an
craziest. When people
That's
say
broke people
scared
talk.
money don't make no
He's got a
money,
problem.
scared money don't make no
That's what my
money.
grandmother used to say all the
Scared
time. She
money
put that $100
also
bill in the
doesn't.
slot machine.
And people always forget scared money doesn't also lose money. When
That's
people say
true.
scared money don't make money, it
No,
also doesn't lose money.
I'm sure every investor, every time, everybody that's big, they had bad deals. For every rich
No.
person,
I'm talking
that
about in the casinos. I ain't talking about in the
no,
business world. I'm talking
no.
about
But that's scared
Bally's.
money. Sometimes in business, you got. I think Dave, the
My,
business Billy, he's coming on tomorrow, and he was talking about taking a chance. And if you've been having this idea and wanting to start your business or wanting to do something in business, you got to
yes,
run with it. But you're
yes.
scared, so you can't be scared. That's part of having scared money. Don't make
No,
money.
No, see, you blow the money that's gonna be for the business in the casino. That you're contradicting. You're
I'm trying to
scared to
flip that.
blow the money for your dream.
Trying to
You
flip
always
it.
think you live in that dream that you're gonna hit this number. I'm gonna play 13 different numbers at the roulette table. And then I see him with I can see him with the screw face afterwards. I'm still sitting next to him because it's free drinks. And he
Or at that craps table. If I just put $400 in the field on one roll of the dice, $400 in the field. And if I
Yep.
do hit for that 2 or 12, that's double. If I do get the, the mother number 7, like 11, like you hit just that quick. You picking up another 400, just like that. But it's a
I'm
gift
gonna
and a curse
sit.
because if it land on, 6 or 8 or something, then you out.
I'll
You lost
leave
that
y'all over
400
there
just
at the
like
big
that.
boy table, and I'll go over there and play
No, that ain't big boy.
play the dollar machine or the penny slots, and I'll
penny
drink
slot.
my free drinks like the old ladies.
Yeah, me and my mom. We went last time we went
That's
to
all I
Atlanta.
need.
We didn't go to Atlantic City. We went to whatchamacallit over here in Philly, and she just kept playing, and she changed slot machines. She got hot, so I had to be there. I realized my mom has a gambling problem too. I had to push out the receipt every time, like she would get to a certain amount of quarters. So we wound up leaving there with like $1,000, right? Just off a slot machine.
Quarter slots.
But when I went to Geno's is right next to the slot machine. My mom has 2 replaced hips, right? I don't know how my mom made it to the ATM and got back to the slot machine without me seeing her.
She snuck out more money.
Yes. And then she was like,
snuck out more money.
and then she finally confessed on how many quarters she really had in the machine. Cause I said, we can't get less than 500 quarters. We're good. We're not going to go under 500 quarters.
Gotta have gold.
And at a certain point, she said that she had cracked 800 quarters and didn't stop playing. We could have really made up.
Yeah, that Mega Millions out there right now. Somebody says close to $1 billion. I didn't realize that. No one.
$50 worth of tickets today.
When is the Mega Million they draw that today?
Is it Wednesday? I think it's
Mega
Wednesday.
Millions drawing. I did see that when I saw like 790 million. Lady Q, I was like, man, that's about to be $1 billion. You said, are you sure that's $1 billion? I said, yeah. After 999, that's $1 billion. That's about to be $1 billion lottery out there.
Oh God!
Shout out to the person
Tuesday.
or the people who win. I hope I am amongst the number. I'm going to buy $50 worth of tickets and
I would just buy
one. They said if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yep.
But you need a couple odds.
If you won that type of money, what would you do, Jay Black?
Oh, well, $1 billion, 790. I mean, there's some people. That's why some people don't get rich like that because I know I would be an ass to some people. I just know me. That's probably why I don't hit for big stuff like that too. Be humble, but sometimes they say F being humble. $1 billion.
I'm not even packing. I'm just wearing what I wear when I get the money, and it gets transferred into whatever account. I'm not even packing. I'm just going to the airport and buying a ticket to sit on the beach. I'm not even packing. I'm gonna get my mom. She's gonna have her account. Do whatever you want. Go knock yourself out.
Now, would you tell everybody? Would you like let them? What if they said you had to show your face?
Oh, Jesus.
Because that changes the game. Because then all your friends, everybody's gonna.
Yeah, because you get for $1 billion, I gotta be good for at least 10 mil. I at least need 10. Like, if not, I'm judging you. Mike fronting, he ain't the same. He hit for them. Like, I'm talking bad trash if I ain't good for at least 10 mil. I need at least 10 mil. If you, at least 10.
What if you
want? But that starts getting expensive because if I give you 10 mil, then I have to give Mo 10 mil. Then I have to get shut. That's $30 million y'all taking from me that quick. You see how greedy y'all got that fast?
Yeah. See, I didn't even say that. Make me a millionaire and I could flip it. I know how to flip my money. That's all I need.
I need 10
Jay
mil.
Black wants you to. Jay Black wants you to make him stable for life.
I need 10. No,
not even just like pay off a house. No, he just wants straight 10 million.
I need 10 mil. Just write that. And I keep everybody away. Everything still filters through me. They just call Jay Black. I'll be your buffer. Call Jay Black. U.S. sunglasses. Yeah, that'll be Mike on the island with some sunglasses and the afro wig on.
No, she's talking about on the lottery, like when you have to reveal the lottery.
Oh, so they don't know who you are.
And then they
definitely have sunglasses.
I think one time somebody came as a blue man. Then somebody had put on like a whole Trump, I think Trump head one time, Ronald Reagan head.
Is the Mega Millions $1 or is it $2? Like, how much is it for a Mega Million ticket? I think I might want to go get a couple tickets.
It's only a few dollars. I think $2 or
because one of them was $1 back in the day, and then
And
one
you got to
they
pay it
changed
in
it to.
cash. I still don't understand why you got to buy the
Yeah.
tickets in cash. Like, I still don't get that nonsense. Like, what's the difference?
Because if you use a credit card, Michael Shawn, and you don't win, there's a good chance that you can try to reverse the charges. So they need cash.
Oh, look like
cards,
I
there's
maybe.
fees.
Yes,
Yeah.
T-Pain. I got
credit cards,
conditions.
there's fees that
On
you
my
have to
friendship, if you hit
pay.
for $1 billion, I got conditions. I mean, like, granted, you ain't gonna care about being my friend no more, but I still got conditions, and I'm
J
judging
Black,
you.
for all
You
of
hit
that, I will buy new friends.
See?
You got conditions for my money.
T there though. They there just because you rich.
I'll be untended with my title called Newly Billionaire.
There's
start
actual
swiping.
J Black, Michael Shawn, there's actually a site, a dating site that you have to get vetted for millionaires and billionaires.
Oh,
So
damn.
like say that you want to date a millionaire. There's an actual app. It's called Luxury. There's an actual app, or so I've been told. There's an app.
Should have known
that
you
you
would
can
know.
actually put up your profile. You have to be vetted, and you actually have to pay for it in order to have access to all of the premium men and women who have a certain status. And there's a lot of people on there in the industry. There are bankers. There are people in corporate world, all walks of life who have this, money, and they want to date a certain caliber of people.
They ain't got an app like just called Bad Bitches That Work at Wendy's. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, I saw that.
I don't think that they have a bad bitch that works a minimum wage job app. I don't think that there's one out there. I don't think it's too hard to find those, Michael Shawn.
I'm not trying to work that hard, dog. Like, come on.
Dating is hard. That's why when you find a good man or woman, you keep them. You
Speaking
do the
of that,
work,
Mike,
and y'all flourish together. Ain't nothing in these streets.
A male Facebook friend of mine said that a 9 working at Chick-fil-A is more desirable to make a wife than a 5 with a graduate degree. Thoughts?
You want me to answer that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mo has some strong opinions.
Damn, 9 at a Chick-fil-A.
A 9 at Chick-fil-A is more desirable to make a wife on your arm.
Yeah.
That you walking around with than a 5.
That goes back to my theory. It goes back to my theory that men, and I'm not saying all men, but a lot of men who date women who are beautiful, successful, and educated, they act insecure. Because you basically telling me if a chick work at Chick-fil-A, you rather marry her than a person with a grad. I mean, you rather marry somebody who doesn't have as much, or you want somebody who's really, really grinding and trying to get more. And not saying, before you say it, not saying that somebody who working at Chick-fil-A is not grinding, trying to get to the next level. Because I think any job that you're out there working and you trying to get, stair stepping it, shout out to you. But
of a boy, not
I think that goes back to a man's insecurity.
I think the people are so polite at Chick-fil-A. Like, you can't overlook how polite they are.
And they are.
They are very polite, and they probably have super potential. Sometimes you see potential in somebody, and you go like, "Oh, I see much potential in you. I see that you're."
But normally,
you're
the 9
striving.
that's working at Chick-fil-A is not interested in you.
Well,
9 times out of 10.
We're going with the male. We're assuming that the person's into you. Obviously, that helps. So what you're saying, the 5 is going to be into me with the graduate degree?
I think the 5 is going to be less superficial.
Just because she's a 9?
Than the 9. A 9 knows she's a 9. A 9 thinks she's a 12.
So you superficial, Mo? Because people have called you a 9 and a 10. Are you superficial?
I mean, I think looks are subjective. There are people who I'm not attracted, who are not attracted to me at all, or
Yeah, but they
who have
are.
said I'm
They
not their
are.
type.
But they are people who say 9s and 10s. We've had them in our world, so that
I
don't
think the
make you
person who made
superficial.
this post can't even smash a 4. Like,
Now we going at the. Now we got to go at the post. Nah, see,
I'm just
we ain't got to go
saying.
at the post.
I'm
He
just saying
probably.
because who does these ratings? I think it's subjective. Who says I think that the beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh,
I
here we
think
go.
whatever your twist is your
Eye of the
twist.
beholder. Eye of the beholder.
Cute comment, y'all. Cute
Yeah,
comment.
that's what I said. Right. So Chick-fil-A, I
Chick-fil-A
think,
has the
starts at
highest.
$16 an hour. That's $16 an hour. They do have tuition assistance. They have benefits.
That's right.
Right.
I'm going to
Where's the
Chick-fil-A
looks come
today.
into play though? But where does looks? Can we talk about looks matters, right?
Basically, what you're saying is you want somebody who's a 9 who you feel like you can run circles around mentally, or that you have more
That ain't what I
control over,
said.
or maybe more
I just thought it was
superiority
because she was a
mentally
9.
over the
I'm
9 because
talking
you
about
feel like
she's
she
looking.
only works at Chick-fil-A, so she can't be that bright. That's what I'm getting out of this, which I think is a misconception.
I think the 9 thing overrates. I think, yeah, a 9, a
One
Looks
Chick-fil-A.
matter.
listen,
Like if
I
you look,
consider it like a brother. He
looks
tells me
matter.
this.
Y'all can act like looks don't matter.
But so
If
listen, so what's wrong with someone who looks like the girl next door? She may not be a supermodel status or an Instagram model status, but she looks nice and she has graduate degrees. She, maybe she owns her own small business. What's wrong with her?
what's wrong with her?
Why would
Let's
you
see.
say I'm not wifing her? You know what?
Let me see.
CJ,
You know
I'm
what?
not playing with you.
You
I'm
know
Let
not
me
what,
see.
playing. I'm
CJ?
not playing.
Talk
I'm
talk
not
about
playing.
Mercedes Boulay. What we not gonna do? What we
That's
not gonna do, J
I'm just
Black?
saying, like she got a
What we not gonna
degree.
do?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
We
not
not
even
we
looking
not
at the
doing that.
screen.
And full transparency, listen, don't sleep on her because there's a
hmm,
lot of men in the
I was just
industry.
pulling up some pics. That's all. I was
A
putting up a pic.
lot of men in
I
the
was pulling up a
industry.
pic. Men
Don't
are
do that.
visual and simple-minded creatures. They have no
They
need to build up a
It
woman so
is.
they can
So what are
take
you
the
saying?
credit.
You can easily keep your foot on the 9 working at Chick-fil-A's neck more a lot easier than you can the chick who you've labeled as a 5 and who has all of these graduate degrees and things like that. Come on.
I'm just
Come on.
saying. You asked
I just
for.
want to let y'all know I'm not controlling these pictures that are popping up.
No, I was just
J
putting up.
Black,
I was just trying to show when you say a 9 with
J
this
Black,
or a
you
5
run the hell
with
with
a degree.
Vaseline
I don't
bras
know.
on.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
talking to
Oh
you.
I'm just
God.
trying to gauge, but honestly, I really believe I can see why
It's
you want something
8:45
nice.
and Rodney Perry is up next.
Rodney
You.
Perry
He's
Live's
coming
up
up
next.
next.
No, I'm just
Shout to
saying.
Shawnee in our prayers.
Absolutely,
Actually got to
absolutely.
talk to her for a few minutes, which was
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
fantastic to hear her voice. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Drea.
So we
You
know
want a
why you
9 or
consider
you want the what
Drea
pictures
a
you
9
want,
because
Mo?
she's
Like
light skinned.
which one you want? Like you gonna go with
Clearly, she's had
that
her
Chick
body
Fil
done, J
A?
Black.
You gonna go for Chick Fil A?
Clearly, she's had her body done, J Black.
This is a
And
tough
aging
call,
is
Mo.
inevitable.
It's a
You're at
tough
one point you're
call.
gonna lose all your hair one day, J Black. You're not gonna have that strong
Oh yeah, I
hairline.
started
It's already
losing.
bleeding in the middle. Like
Yeah, I
I
already
just feel
started.
like you can't put so
I,
much emphasis on a person's outer beauty. That 5 may be a 12
I'm
inside.
just saying.
She may have a
This look.
sparkling personality inside.
I just her
You
walking
only
down the
like
street
her
with
because she light
you.
skin.
No,
How come you
I
don't never
mean
put no
looks is
chocolate
looks.
girls up?
Looks is look. I was thinking like I said when you. I can't say that out loud. I almost screwed up.
You was just in
Over.
matching shirts. Don't get put on the couch.
I can't.
Don't get a different. Don't
I
get
was
a
just trying to. I was
different.
trying to understand the meme, and I can see how a gentleman would want a 9 at Chick-fil-A versus a 5 with a degree. I can
Why?
see that.
Okay, so what's your
I can
logic?
see
I would
that,
like to
and
know
it's
from a
nothing to
man's
do with
perspective.
immaturity. It's not like sometimes looks matters
It
for some
depends on
people.
what you. It depends on what you need. Like if I'm financially doing my thing, and I'm like, girl, don't even worry about it. Keep working your job or whatever. But if I'm looking at, I'm not doing my thing financially, then I'm gonna need somebody who can actually roll with me.
401k.
Yeah, we need somebody to roll together.
Like benefits in this house.
Yeah, we need benefits in this house. Like we can't just go to the movies every Saturday. Like we gotta split this thing up. But like if I had a radio job, I'd date Chick-fil-A chick.
You go with the
But I
Chick-fil-A
don't.
chick.
You're saying like if you had a preference, you would rather date the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Why?
But in this situation right now, a girl with five was a 5 with a graduate degree. I got a funny feeling her apartment's nice. I might need some place to stay. I don't know.
But are you going to be proud walking around?
It's so difficult for women who
I don't have a problem with a 5
to date. This is
you'll walk around with somebody on your arm.
Because a 5 normally turns into, once a woman gets all done up, a 5 normally turns into a 6 to a 6 or a 7. Yeah, 6 1/4, 6 and a 7.
You are brutal. You are brutal.
And if she got a banging body, we
bodies
good.
Matter.
Bodies matter in this world. Bodies matter.
Bodies do matter.
But anything can happen. It's so funny how y'all men are so superficial about women's looks and bodies matter, and they gotta be a certain way, and they gotta look this. But y'all be bald, y'all be going into y'all middle age with ED and all of those things, and expect somebody to love y'all funky asses. Like seriously.
She told you, Jay. All right. We are done. We will see y'all tomorrow. Rodney Perry is up next. I got to get ready to get out of here. So
Rodney Perry.
Hey, Rodney. Hey, birthday
Uncle Rodney. What's your birthday, Mo?
You know me for how long? And you asked me my birthday is. My birthday is September the 15th.
Okay. I just didn't want to miss.
I am a Virgo. I am a true Virgo. J Black.
Yeah, what do you mean? I'm a true Virgo.
J Black is a Virgo, but he be giving me other sign vibes too. I don't know. Sometimes
All right, we're done. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. Because I can
tomorrow,
never be
Dave
that.
Anderson. Dave Anderson is on tomorrow with us. Yes.
Business Bully will be in here.
I love when he comes on the show.
Yep, that should be fun. Maybe we'll learn how to make some money. Love me for who I am, not who do you want me to be, because I can never be that, and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for likes. You fight for views. You fight for parking spots. Fight for your happiness, and never let anybody take it from you. We will talk to y'all tomorrow. Takeover Legends. Later.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.